2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up.
Cause you know we're about to rip shit up.
Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble. Ain't nothing.
Yo, see, check it. I was by myself walking down Federal Street in the middle of Camden. You know...
Block, paper, scissors, bitch. Get the hell out of my chair.
I'm sorry, MC.
Get out of my chair.
Don't hurt me, man.
Well, I got something to get off my chest, so I may as well make this a Ghettotastic Gangsta story number 2. Let me tell you what's going on right now. 2 words are the bane of my existence right now. Walt freaking Whitman. And let me explain why. I get a call from my good friend Haywood Nelson on 6th and Erie. He calls me up and says, MC Clayton, look, I did all this research and stuff, and there's this guy named Walt Whitman who has a house in Camden, and people pay money to go to his house. He said, I also did some other research, and some guy named Alan Edgar Poe or something like that over on Spring Garden in Philly has the same exact deal. So he said, help me out, fix my house, make it look good so people will come in and pay money. I don't know if any of you have ever seen a picture of Walt Whitman, but he looks like a department store Santa. I'm sorry. If you gotta be offended by that statement, then you gotta be offended by that statement. We try and make his house to be like a historical place. You know, try and fix everything up and everything. You know, to say, oh, you know, this is where, you know, such and such a thing happened. We couldn't figure out anything, what was going to happen. So we just said, you know, this is where some Revolutionary War battle was fought, like right here on the hallowed grounds of 6th and Erie, right next to the old abandoned lot that has the tire fire over. But whatever, that's just subtext, man. So, you know, we opened up, had a big party and everything, and the only person that we got was just this guy that came over and looked at it. He paid us $20, and we were so happy that he paid us $20. We showed him around, you know, like the cactus that we found, the bicycle that we found that we said was, I don't know, Benedict Arnold's tricycle or something like that. I forget what it was. He comes out pissed. The guy just came over and said, oh, I'm sorry, I thought this was a crack house. I want my $20 back. So I thought that was it. That was done for. That was our little escapades. Then he calls me again, just 2 days later. Says, MC Clayton, I got an idea. Let's do this. I want a theme restaurant like Hard Rock Cafe or, what's that name? Planet Hollywood, something like that, you know? He calls me up with his most stupid-ass idea I've ever heard. He names the place George W. Pretzels, and he makes it a Philadelphia pretzel factory store. And the gimmick was, that was the restaurant where George Bush supposedly choked out and passed out on a pretzel. I don't know. Then again, we didn't have any luck with that either. The only guy that we got was, I don't know, what was it? Stampo or Stumpo or something like that. He thought it was a brothel that he saw when he was in Saigon or something like that, man. But then we were done. I didn't want to help this guy anymore. And I fell asleep and a revelation came on. And I'll tell you what happened. It was like an angel from God came down. And he told me, hey, asshole, go to the library and look up. And I did, and we found something, and we went with it, and damn, I'm sorry that I ever did. Turns out, if you Wikipedia or you do any kind of Google search, you'll find that the first Church of Scientology was stationed up in Camden. We didn't have a problem with that. Thought, okay, we make a museum out of it, see what's going on. And for some reason, we get all these protesters here. I don't even understand what they're protesting about. They ain't anti-Scientology or whatever, but they're blasting the music from the Richard Ashley or whatever his name is, that I ain't gonna let you go or whatever. You hear him like you think, oh, this guy's like Marvin Gaye, this guy's like Barry White, he's got like a strong voice. You Google image search of him, you know what you see? You see a skinny white dude that has red hair. Now I am sorry. I am sorry. If there's one thing I hate, is white people that try to be black. I'm sorry. You either black or you white. You ain't in between.
This has been MC Clayton's Ghettotastic Gangsta Stories. We now return to NPR's All Things Considered.